Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, then hi, my name's Hannah, and today I'm going to be doing my first ever and probably long overdue Q&A. Also, I just want to say I'm sorry for not posting as consistently here on YouTube, but also on my Instagram. I am back at uni and it is coursework deadline season, but it should be over by the beginning of June and then it'll be a bit more regular. But I am working on a special project for uni which does incorporate my YouTube, so keep an eye out for the coming weeks. Hopefully this little Q&A will help you guys get to know me a bit better, and yeah, let's get on with the video. So the first question is, what is my favourite book about or from the ancient world? And to be honest with you, there is no competition. It has got to be Homer's Odyssey. And to be honest, I have loved this book since I first read it when I was 14 at school, and this is my first copy. It's very much loved. My second copy is in a similar condition. I have 3 copies of this now. But yeah, Virgil's Aeneid does come pretty close, but this is my favourite. So question 2 is, what ancient text am I dying to read? And to be honest, there are so many that I could answer, but I'm really trying to read Metamorphoses by Ovid at the moment, with Kel Read on Instagram. And to be honest with you, I've come back to uni and left my copy at home because I just think it's too heavy going to read during exam season, but hopefully in the summer I will finish it because it is really good, and don't let what I'm saying put you off. It's amazing. But yeah, Ovid's Metamorphoses. So question number 3 is, what is my favourite non-classics book? And as you guys know, I am not that keen on fiction, but there are some books that I really enjoy. And one of my favourite books probably ever is by Santa Montefiore, and it's called Meet Me Under the Ombu Tree. And I don't want to give any spoilers because I would definitely recommend reading it. But yeah, I just love the way she writes, and to be honest, it's like, you know, like romantic, and it's kind of like a holiday read. And to be honest, I only ever really read them on holiday, but they're really good, and any of her books are worth reading, definitely. So question number 4, what is my favourite book that nobody has ever heard of? And I feel like this is an easy one to answer. So there's a series by Jean M. Auel called Earth's Children, and it basically follows the life of this early human female who is abandoned as a child and then brought up by Neanderthals. And it's really amazing, really touching. The author went into a lot of research and detail to make it as accurate as possible. Obviously, we didn't know what was going on with Neanderthals and stuff, but she sort of filled in the gaps with the non-fiction, and it's really amazing. And I can't single out one book in the series, but I would definitely recommend it. And I've not really met anyone my age who's heard of it. I think it's more of an older people book, but it's great. Question number 5, what is your favourite ancient culture and why? I feel like whoever put this in here has it out for me, because I literally find something that I love about every ancient culture. I love learning about new ones that I don't get to learn about on my degree, because my degree is focused on the Greeks and the Romans. There's so many. But if I had to choose, I would definitely say the Romans, because they're the ancient culture that I know the most about. I'm hopefully basing part of my dissertation on them, but more on that in another video once it's finalised. But I love Roman art. I love how they exchanged ideas and techniques across the empire, and there was influence of culture. So yeah, the Romans, but I love them all. So question number 6 is, what would be my ideal class at university? So if I could create a class based entirely on what I find interesting, I would probably say sculpture, and I would base it around how the techniques, how they were made, how the commissioning process took place, all the different places that would have created it, the difference between public sculpture and private sculpture, and how it was, when it was rediscovered, how it influenced contemporary people. But yeah, definitely sculpture. I think it's so underrated. Question number 7. What has been my favourite class at university? And this is another tough one because I have really enjoyed many of my modules. I really loved my first year interpreting ancient art. I really enjoyed studying the Roman world. I loved the Minoans, I loved the Etruscans that I'm finishing on Monday. But I think in terms of what class have I really enjoyed consistently, I would probably say studying the Roman world, because we learned about so many different aspects and my lecturer was really fun, like put memes in every slide, and I did well in the exam, so I clearly really enjoyed it. So yeah, studying the Roman world, if you're a first year doing classics at Nottingham, I think it's compulsory, or one of them is compulsory, Greek world or Roman world, and I would definitely recommend it. Question 8 is, what advice do I have for somebody who's starting classics at university? And to be honest, I have a lot of things to say on this. So I was thinking maybe I should do like a more in-depth video for this before the academic year starts, because yeah, I have lots of advice. And if anybody wants to just message me, you totally can over on Instagram, and I'll be happy to, help. But basically, I would say to do your reading. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Your lecturers are there for you. Older students will be happy to help you. Don't be afraid of answering questions and putting yourself out there. Nobody's gonna think of you as being like a suck up at all. Don't let the first year experience of getting wasted every night and that stereotype blind you. You do need to work. First year isn't a joke just because the grades don't carry over. But yeah, I also did a video for the university, it's on their classics undergraduate page, about 5 things that you need to know before starting classics at Nottingham, so let me know if you want to see that and I can point you in the right direction. So question 9 is, what is my dream job in classics? And a couple of people have asked me this, and I think people need to realise that being a lecturer is not a realistic job for the rest of your life. It obviously can happen, but pay is not great, and you have to realise that the funding just isn't there and it won't always be there for you. So I think I really do see myself working in a museum, being a specialist in art in the area that I decide to go into. One of my dreams is to work at the Met. I really would die to have a fellowship there once I've had my PhD. But yeah, my dream is to work in a museum in Rome. That is my ultimate goal. But who knows what the universe has in store for me. Question 10. How have I stayed motivated both academically and creatively during the pandemic? And this is a mystery to me. I think that I've really come out of my shell during the last year. I think I've changed a lot as a person. I think I've become so much more confident and motivated, but to be honest, I think I've always been a motivated person. I think I've just done a lot of growing up, and I feel a lot more passionate about what I'm doing now that I've narrowed it down. And I think the trick is to find what you love and tailor your degree course to that, or whatever you're doing to that, and then you'll be more productive and you'll stay more motivated. And if you're not happy, just like I was not happy doing biology, you'll do badly, and like I did. So do what you love, and then it's easy to stay motivated. I hope that helps. Question 11 is, who is my main inspiration and why? And I think this is a loaded question, because there are so many people in my life that inspire me, and people that, figures from history that inspire me. I would say that women in classics and women in academia who break down boundaries and who become these specialists in general are the people that are my driving factor of inspiration. Yeah, women who have broken down these barriers and these stereotypes and have paved the way for young women in classics. I honestly could name about 20, but yeah, if it's been a woman who's broken boundaries. All the women who have broken boundaries in history. Question 12 is, what is my favourite classics fun fact? So my favourite is that Caligula's name means little boots, like little military boots, because his father Germanicus was like a general in the Roman army, and he used to walk around in his boots around the like army camps. And I love that fact so much that when I adopted my cat and he had little white socks, I called him Caligula. That's my favourite. Question number 13, I totally don't know who submitted this. Who are my favourite 2 people that I've met on Instagram? And it has to be hands down Kelly McQuire and Erica Stevenson, who have just been the sweetest, kindest people that I've met online. Probably one of my favourite friends. They are just so understanding, so supportive. I'll put their Instagrams here. They both do YouTube and they're just lovely people, and I'm so glad that I've met them. Question 14 is a bit different. What is my favourite hot drink and breakfast food? So hot drink, I love tea and I love coffee and I love hot chocolate, but I'd say on average coffee. And breakfast food, I do not eat breakfast. Probably like the best you'll get out of me is like an innocent smoothie. I try to have one every day. But yeah, innocent smoothies, hit me up. And finally, question 15, what is my favourite season? So I like to be really warm and I like to wear layers. I don't like wearing skimpy clothes, so probably autumn. Yeah, autumn. Though I do like summer when you wear dresses, but like I like wearing jumpers, so yeah, autumn. Alright, that was it. I hope you guys found it interesting getting to know me a bit better. I'd love to get to know you guys a bit more. If you want to follow me on my Instagram, feel free to DM me. I'm always up for making new friends. And yeah, like I said, please bear with me through exam season. It is hectic, but I am working on some really fun stuff for YouTube and I think you'll really enjoy it. So yeah, thanks for being understanding and I will see you guys next week. Bye!